All right, welcome back everyone to another developer session. Today I want to add back in a feature that I kind of did away with, not intentionally, but as part of building my indoor scene and building, making my refactorings to my combat system. I kind of probably broke my ability to have multiple enemies in a single battle. So that's kind of what I would like to add in. Now, because we're no longer in a transitional or representative battle system in the stylings of like a Final Fantasy or something like that, we need a way for enemies in the overworld to become a part of battle. Now, what I want to have is I want, once you're in battle and the number of enemies that are in the battle have been determined, I want to freeze all the other enemies so they're not, passing through or running into the path of the player and just generally looking stupid, walking through things. So what I'm gonna do is the first enemy that gets engaged in battle, I'm going to have I'm gonna do a detection to find other enemies that are within a certain distance. And those enemies that are in that distance are then also going to be added to battle. Now, initially, I'm just going to do a single check on the enemy that's actually collided with, but I might expand this later on to allow chaining of multiple sets of enemies. And I'll sort of think more about that as I consider position-based movements and skills inside of battle. But for now, since we're staying perfectly still during a fight, I think we'll just go with the initial check. So first things first, our spawn location, we need to have more than one enemy. So let's go to, we'll just go for 2 max enemies at the moment. And let's pop back here real quick and we'll just go ahead and make sure that this is actually going to come out okay. I mean, it should. I don't expect it to have any issues. So yeah, we got our 2 enemies. That's all fine and dandy. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our, what is that called? Battle detection? Detect battle? Something like that? Ultimately, I only care about battle manager, right? Because we're going to call start battle with the enemy that was collided with. Start battle. There we go, with confrontation info. So we clear out our enemies. We reset everything. We add our enemy to the battle, and it's a single enemy. If it is a single enemy, then I think in here... Oh, look at that. I already put a to-do here to handle this. So, check for other nearby enemies and bring them along. Yeah, okay. So I got a physics.overlap sphere that I can use, and we're going to use the enemy's position. Radius, we'll start with 3. I'll make this configurable later, but for now, this is fine. And a layer mask, we want a returns an array, let's see, selectively ignore colliders. I always get it mixed up whether the layer mask is only check these layers or exclude these layers. And what else do I have in here? Query trigger interaction, I don't really care about that. So to start with here, we're going to do this because I want to make sure that first off, we're not hitting other colliders on the same enemy that's being added here, and also that we're only getting one collider for each enemy that's nearby. And this will kind of let me test and see what's going on with that, if we have a problem in regards to that. So I may need to do some other shenanigans to get that to work if that's the case. So let's see what happened here. So all right, well, I have too many debug.log statements here, so let's go ahead and clean that up a bit first. Yeah, so clearly we collided with the vision perceptor a couple times. Maybe a few other odds and ends. But we'll make this a little clearer in a second. Yeah. So let's take a little bit of a clearer look at this. So we hit this battle start vision perceptor a couple times. No reference object. What's up? Game object pool. Object of type game object has been destroyed, but you're still trying to access it. Guard QTE. Okay, so clearly we broke a few things when redoing our battle system. First and foremost, why am I hitting so many of these vision perceptors? I should only have one on each object. Yes? Where am I looking? This one. So I bet we're actually hitting start battle twice. I'm willing to bet that's the deal. Is our collider is hitting again, and we're calling start battle a second time. Yeah, sure enough. Start battle and start battle. So let's take a look at, I think it was this guy, right? Yeah. That should prevent the subsequent start battle from being called. Yeah, sure enough. So our vision perceptor hit twice. But I'm assuming this is the vision perceptor per enemy. So let's go ahead and we'll just assume from here that these colliders, well, I have an add enemy, yes. What does add enemy do again? Determine starting stamina. Add that, hooks onto the killed event. Notify state change for that object. Enemy killed does that. Yeah, that should be good. So we will, oops. No, not detect battle. Start battle. Yeah, so we'll if this dot enemies. Do I get one of these with a predicate? I always forget. So we're going to get the enemy in the hierarchy of the object with the collider that we found, and we're going to check our local enemies collection to see if that enemy is in battle. And if it's not, then we're going to add them. And there we go, we have multiple enemies in battle. That worked out kind of well. We have a single enemy. He should just go ahead and hop right on by, except his pursuit behavior put him right on me. Which is kind of funny. We'll need to make sure, well, because we're going to freeze the enemy. Where'd he go? Oh, he just kept on going. Alright. Well, I'm fine with that. Because of the way that because we haven't frozen all the other enemies in the scene yet, they went ahead and just hopped right on through. So let's see if we can kite these guys back together again. There we go, and we got both of them. And let's go ahead and give one of my attack all skills another shot here. Oh, got them quite far away. Let's see how this works. So swipe attack AX. Okay, well that's an issue with the enemy object being destroyed before the effect was finished. Okay. Oh, goodness. How does this work again? I forget now. So as the Simon Says, attack all QTE. Do I play the FX from in here? Where do I play this from? Player skill controller. That's right, because if the QTE is successful, I play the skill, or play the effect. Yeah, this isn't from within a coroutine. Though this is... Let's start right here, and then we have our second start. So we're play FX once, it starts, and it's sitting here, yield returning null, before returning to the pool. But before that's finished, our damage has occurred, the enemy killed event has fired, the death animation is finished, and the object's been destroyed while the effect was still parented. Do I reset the parent on this? I don't. I don't set the parent. So why was this destroyed? Well, hang on. So go.gameObject. Go is, yeah. So why would the effects have been destroyed? Because this is, it's set to destroy, not deactivate. Whoopsie daisy. What else do I have going on here? Attack FX pool, this guy, deactivate, deactivate, yeah. Okay. So that was just an oversight from when I actually set this, the slash effect up. Let's go ahead and give that another do. There we go. No errors that time. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this. So I think we'll keep this part pretty short. Next time we're going to look at freezing the other enemies that are in the scene so that the battle has to finish before the other enemies continue. Thank you, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.